toys to the park unless your kids and you are ready and willing to share.
Okay, so this video is making rounds on TikTok. A lot of people are stitching this video. So basically what she is saying here is that if you as a mother or a father, you bring your child to a playground, to the park, and your child comes with a toy, your child must be willing to share. If your child is not going to share her toys with other children, do not let your child come, to the park with her toy.
Don't bring toys to the park unless your kids and you are ready and willing to share. I don't think it's fair that you're going to bring toys to a place where there's going to be a bunch of kids and you are not willing to share the toys with the other kids. I feel like that's just wrong. I don't think people should take toys to the park at all because of that whole situation. And yes, people need to know, okay, this is mine, teach your kids, but at the same time I feel like that's just cruel. So how about we leave the toys at home or be willing to share those toys? I don't know what you guys think. I might be the only person with this opinion, but I've seen it too many times when I go to the park, and we don't take toys to the park because of that reason.
Now, I love this conversation as a mother, and I wish that other mothers would, come in and give their opinion, because this is obviously a thing. I've been in a park where, with my kids, and two kids were fighting over a toy. One of them came with a toy. The other one did not come with any toy, but he wanted to play, with the other kids' toys. And I was looking at the parents just to see their reactions, like what they are going to do. Now, for me as a mom, anytime I'm going to the park with my kids, I don't allow them to take any toy because, they are going to the park to play with different equipment, okay? So just leave the toys you have at home, leave them at home just to avoid this kind of situation. So I have put together a few stitches. Let's just hear what people said, about this video. And of course, I'm going to show you some random comments. Please check the stitches out.
This woman really sat up here and said, stop bringing toys to the park with y'all kids because it's not fair to the other kids if your kids don't want to share. And I thought she was playing at first, but she was dead serious. Like, girl, if you don't go somewhere, y'all act like somebody can't tell y'all kids no. That's the problem nowadays. Y'all not telling y'all kids no enough. They not too young to learn boundaries. No is no. It's a good thing to teach your kids to share, but it's also a good thing to teach your kids how to accept rejection and how to accept boundaries. You're not going to always get what somebody else got. If my daughter's sitting at the park enjoying her apple slices and her high C and you didn't bring little new nothing to eat, that's on you. It's a public park. We don't know you. You don't know us. Y'all be too comfortable with strangers for me, honey. You don't know how folks live their life at home. The park come with toys included for free. So you better go tell your child to go get on the swings, go climb on the monkey bars, go get on a little seesaw or something. Because when I go to the park, I'm going to bring my child whatever I feel like they need. If it's a blanket, if it's some snacks, if it's some extra toys, if it's their tablet, we coming with it. And if my child chooses to share their toys, that's fine. But if my child say no, then guess what? No is no.
Don't bring toys to the park unless your kids and you are ready and willing to share.
Hello everyone, just a quick friendly reminder or like a warm suggestion, whichever one tickles your pickle. Whenever you come online to give a think piece, you're supposed to put thought into it. That's the name, right? Think piece. You're supposed to think about what you're saying. I feel as though these think pieces are just becoming pieces. No thoughts, just vibes, because what the fuck are you talking about? This is actually and probably even clinically insane. There's no way that you thought that this was the answer rather than just teaching your child that not everything belongs to them and that no means no. I feel like some of you just have children for the aesthetic, which is insane because you're quite literally raising human beings who have to function in society. Do y'all not get that? You have to teach your children that no means no and not everything belongs to them because one day they're going to be adults. And those adults will not be able to accept that no means no and not everything belongs to them, which can lead to a plethora of fucking problems. Are you picking up what I'm throwing down? I'm not gonna lie, some of y'all make me nervous and give me heart palpitations. Your kids deserve better. Please be better. Thank you. Peace and love. Talk to you later.
Willing to share the toys with the other kids.
Other children are not entitled to my child's toys at the park. I'm not responsible for those children's happiness and their fun at the fucking park. Okay? What I bring for my son to play with, that's his stuff, baby. That's his stuff. If he would like to share with the other kids, all right. But I'm not gonna force him to do that at all. That's his stuff. I bought that stuff for him, not for everybody else. What are you even talking about? So I bring my motherfucking wallet. I have to hand out $1 to all the parents out there too, because I can't be bringing nothing now and not share it with the whole class. And I don't like that kind of energy anyway. I don't give a fuck if my child eats some damn chips in the class. They ain't gotta fuck share with everybody. You got enough to share? No. He is not responsible for your kids. All right? Your kid can go play on the jungle gym. That's for everybody, baby. That's for everybody. Whatever the equipment and stuff they got at the park, that's for everybody. But what I bring for my son, that's for him. Thank you.
This is for that one lady who said to not bring toys to the park unless you and your kids are willing to share. Why don't you mind your own business? Don't tell me what to do. Are you insane? If I buy these toys for my kids, for my sister, let's say for my sister, for example, if I buy toys for my sister and I want her to use these toys at a park, it's not a free for all. It's her toy. She's using her toy. Now, if she wants to give you permission to use her toys, then that's up to her. But I am not willing to share anything, especially when all of you are raising these entitled children whom I have grown up around. Some of you people that have this opinion have grown up an entitled child. These are the same kids that don't know how to take care of their stuff, that throw everything around, the ones that have the scribbled up Barbie dolls, the ones that have their action figures with their heads off. Like, these kids don't know how to take care of their toys. You want me to share mine with them? Some of you people need to teach your children that not everything is theirs, and they're not entitled to everything that is around them. If my sister sees a toy that she likes and she asks and the kid doesn't want to share it with her, that's their prerogative. I'm not going to force them into sharing something that they don't want to share, because these are the same kids that go up to people and feel like they can grab whatever they have. So you're going to sit up here and tell me not to bring toys for my sister, for my child, just because you want to share my toys? Okay, share the $5 you have in your pocket. Let's go get some ice cream together, because you're paying, because we're sharing your money, right? Your purse is an open market. Let's share what you have in your purse. Are you... It's the same scenario as when that one person that was on TikTok who's told her story, who they were sitting next to a child and a mother, and she was eating a sandwich. The kid was eyeing this sandwich, and the lady looks over at the kid, and then she looks over at the lady and was like, you know, it's okay, you can give him some. Okay? Give him some of what? Some advice. You should have brought your own food to the plane. Am I entitled to use your towel when you bring it to the beach? Where's the common sense?
You are not willing to share the toys with the other kids. I feel like that's just wrong.
See, I feel like this situation presents a beautiful opportunity for you to teach your children valuable life lessons that they can learn in real time. Starting off with fairness. Not everything in life is always going to be fair. So when you see another child at the park with a toy, it doesn't mean that you have to have a toy as well. It just is what it is. And that's when you as a parent teach your child about fairness and have them understand that not everything in life is always going to be fair. And it's okay. Because there's going to be a time where your child has a toy and another child doesn't have a toy. And it's okay. This is also an opportunity for you to teach your children about boundaries. What I mean by that is your children should be able to ask my children, hey, can I play with you? Can I use your toy with you? And if my children say yes, then by all means, they should all be able to play together with that toy. But if my children say no, it is your child's responsibility to respect my children's boundaries.
And you are not willing to share the toys with the other kids.
Look, I understand. It feels really shitty when your kid is at the park and there's a toy they want to play with and another kid doesn't want them to play with it. But the park isn't just a place for play. The park to me is a place to learn and to learn how to socialize and how to interact with other people. My kids are not entitled to your kids' toys, just as your kids are not entitled to my kids' toys. Now, of course, as parents, I hope that we would all encourage our kids to want to share and teach them the lesson that, you know, oftentimes sharing makes the play that much more fun. But I don't think it should ever be seen as an obligation. It should be seen as a choice. It also helps teach kids how to learn how to assert themselves and how to express themselves and say, this is my toy and I just don't want you to play with it right now. Or, I only have a little bit of bubbles left, so I would like to save those for myself for later. Like, it's okay to express that. And as parents, I think these are skills that we want our kids to have, right? To be able to assert themselves, express themselves, to be able to communicate properly and effectively. Because honestly, that's just unfortunately not how the world works. There are always going to be people in the world that have things that you want, and they're not obviously just going to just give them to you. Nor should we walk around thinking or feeling that just because I don't have something, that means somebody else shouldn't have it and enjoy it. It's just unrealistic.
Because of that whole situation. And yes, people need to know, okay, this is mine, teach your kids, but at the same time, I feel like that's just cruel. So how
That's about the dumbest shit I've ever heard. So you take your child to the public park where there's free things that your child can play with, and because another child has their own belongings there, you feel like your child is entitled to somebody else's stuff because it's at the park? Are you listening to yourself? That sounds insane. So you're saying, oh, don't bring snacks to the park with your child because there are going to be other kids there who might want snacks too. Hey, bitch, I don't give a fuck. They ain't got shit to do with me or my child. Now, it's one thing if my child feel like they want to share, because of course you teach your child sharing is caring, but not to feel like, oh, you have to share with people because you're going in a public place and they're going to be people there that's going to want to play with your stuff. Baby, no, my child is not entitled, or your child is not entitled to my child's stuff because your child is around it, or your child sees it, so your child has to play with it. No, baby, you let your child play with that free shit that you brought your child here to play with. The fuck? That's crazy. Y'all really think that? Like, y'all really need to start raising kids at a young age with realistic mind frames, because, baby, in life, sharing ain't caring. You can't have access to other people's stuff because it's there in front of you. That's crazy. And I wish somebody would be like, oh, you brought it to the park so my child should be able to play with it. Bitch, I'll slap you and your child behind my child shit. Don't play with me.
So I took some screenshots of comments randomly so you guys can see what other people said about this video. Please pause to read if you want to. So I just want us to make this a conversation today in the comment. For me, this should be by choice. Kids would always be kids. Some kids wouldn't want to share. I always tell my kids to share their toys with other kids. But something happened. I had to draw the line. I said my kids are not going to go to the playground with their toys. So I took my child to the park and she went with her toy. Now there was this child that, wanted to play with my baby's toy, and my child offered, to share the toy with him. But for some reason, this other child held onto my baby's toy. Even when we were about to leave, he refused to let go of the toy. And I was like looking at the mom. The mom did nothing. And I said to her, we are going. Can my baby have her toy back? She was so reluctant to get the toy off her child. Reason being that the child is going to scream, throw himself up, on the ground, roll on the floor and blah, blah, blah. I said to her, it's none of my business. We are going. It was crazy that day. I had to say, you know what? I'm not gonna do this anymore. We, the parents, we have our own part to play. Always tell your child not to hold on to something that does not belong to him or her. Anyways, you guys, let me know your take in the comment, what you have to say about this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and of course, come back for another video. I'm gonna see you all in my next one. Y'all be blessed.